Hello, dear pupils. Welcome back again. Did you miss me? Yes, I'm your teacher, Amal.
And today we are going to carry on with part 2 of our sample exam, our sample of the BEM exam. Last time we have seen part 1, section A, reading comprehension.
And now, section B in part A. Section B is about the mastery of the language. It's about the language, the use of the language, grammar, pronunciation. How does the language work? So, read the 3 activities, you read the instructions, and then we will do them together. A few seconds to read the instructions. It's counting down. I hope you do it seriously and you will benefit, inshallah, from these tests, from these exams. Okay, let's now do the tasks one by one. Task 1, activity 1. It's an easy task. It's a frequent task in the BEM exams. It comes frequently. They ask you to supply the punctuation and capital letters where necessary. What is punctuation and capital letters? Capital letters, the big letters. When do we write big letters? Names of cities, landmarks, people, pronoun I, beginning of a sentence, etc. Punctuation, you have comma, full stop, exclamation mark, question mark, colon, etc., etc. Do the task, just 10 seconds to do it. It's an easy one. And it's out of 2 points. It's easy out of 2 points. Just take some time to do it. You will get your points. You get your marks. So, seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and up. Okay, so let's see the key to this activity. Sidi Msid Bridge is the most famous landmark in Constantine. Sidi Msid Bridge, what is it? It's a landmark. It should be written in capital letters. And the S is the beginning of a sentence. Besides being in the name of the landmark, it is the beginning of a sentence. So either ways, it will be put in capital S. Sidi Msid also, it's composed of 2 words. The 2 words should be put in capital letters. The capital M. Sidi Msid, look, bridge, the B is already given to you. The capital B is already given to you. Sidi Msid Bridge is the most famous landmark. Do we need anything here? No, we don't need anything. In Constantine, a city. It is located in Algeria, in the east of Algeria. Names of cities are always capitalized. So capital C, Constantine, capital C. Is this question? No. Is there any exclamation here? No. So it is a normal sentence. I just put a full stop. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 places to correct, 4 things to do, out of 2 points, half a point each. Score yourself. And let's do task or activity number 2. Write the correct form of the verbs between brackets. Verbs, correct form of the verbs, correct tense, correct voice. We have seen the active voice, the passive voice. The tenses, we have present simple, past continuous, present perfect. We have seen all this. Read the sentences carefully. Try to get the markers, the time markers, and see in which tense you will put each of the verbs. It is a task that needs reflection, that needs time to think about. So, do it and put a timer. Or you can just pause here, do your task and count the time, and then we will correct together. Okay, I stopped here. So, Timgad was a Roman city. I have here was. Which tense is this? It's the past simple. It to be found by the Emperor Trajan around 100 years CE, a long time ago. So, to be found by, I have here by the emperor. To be found, composed verb of the verb to be and another verb. What is this? It is the passive voice. In the passive voice, I put the verb to be in the past simple, in the present simple, in the tense, in the correct tense, and the past participle of the verb. In which tense will I put the verb to be here? Past, so past simple. Timgad was a Roman city. It was founded, the past participle of the verb to found, by the Emperor Trajan around the year 100 CE. Ain al-Fuwara, number 2, Ain al-Fuwara is a fountain. It to be located. I have already given you the past participle located in the city center of Sétif. Again, I have the verb to be and the past participle of the verb, so it is in the passive voice. Okay, but here the verb to be located. I have Ain al-Fuwara is a fountain, so Ain al-Fuwara still exists. It wasn't destroyed or anything. So it is still located. The verb locate and the verb situate are usually used with a present passive form. So is located, is situated, are located, are situated. Rarely, they are used in the past. Was located, was situated, when the landmark or the place does no longer exist. It is destroyed. It has gone with time. So here we say it is located in the city center of Sétif. Last week the verb to visit the east of Algeria here. Look, last week. Which tense is this? It's the past, of course. Past simple. We visited the east of Algeria. 3 points. Mark and count your marks. And the last task here is a task related to pronunciation. So go back to your pronunciation lessons. In each list, circle the word with a different sound. Circle the word with a different sound, which doesn't rhyme with the other words. You circle. Pay attention to your instructions. I'm sure your teachers taught you almost all the instructions. You have seen most of them. So when the instruction says circle, you circle. When the instructions says cross, you cross. When it says underline, you underline. So pay attention to the instruction. I will give you a few seconds to do it. To read it carefully and do it. Or you know what? You can just pause, do your task. Because here I'm counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and up. Okay, before you do this task, you have to read the words silently, of course, and see which sound is repeated and which word doesn't have this sound. Let's see. List number 1, we have architect, famous, located, place, station. Which sound is repeated? It is the diphthong A. Famous, located, place, station. Architect doesn't have isn't pronounced with the sound A, so I circle the word architect. In list number 2, old, most, opened, over, restaurant. Which sound is repeated? It's the diphthong O. Old, most, opened, over. Restaurant doesn't have this sound, so I circle the word restaurant. List 3, by, final, designed, city, time. Sorry. Here it's a mistake. I have the sound I. No, it is not a mistake. There is a word with no diphthong I. What is it? It is the word city. So, by, I, final, designed, time, city. Doesn't have the diphthong I. List number 4, found, house, there, now, around. Ow is repeated in all the words except the word there. So, found, ow, house, now, around, there is no ow, and it is scored out of 2 points. Let's go now to part 2 of our exam. It is the situation of integration. Here it is. Read it. Try to read it carefully. Stop your timer here. You have to, stop your video. You have to pause it. Try to write your paragraph and there come back to see what I'm going to tell you about it. So, I give you here a few seconds to read it. Then you pause your video and you do your task. And then you come back and see how did I answer this situation. Okay, I have to stop it here. Last holiday, you and your friends had a nice trip and visited some cities in the east of Algeria. You saw famous landmarks and learned about some outstanding figures. Write a short paragraph in which you report the trip's itinerary by answering the following questions. When and how did you travel? Which cities and landmarks did you visit? Who are the famous persons you have learned about? These hints can help you. I have given you some help. سطيف عين فوارة جميلة. Constantine Sidi Msid Bridge, Emir Abdel Qadir Mosque, birthplace of Ibn Badis, Batna, Timgad, birthplace of Mustafa bin Boulaid, etc. So first, let's see how is my situation of integration composed. The situation of integration is composed of 3 parts. You have the context, it means the situation, what is happening, the task, what are you asked to do, and the support. The support is a help. They will help you with something. They will tell you what language you will use. They can give you information, etc. So, let's see how can you answer it. So, last holiday, you and your friends had a nice trip and visited some cities in the east of Algeria. You saw famous landmarks and learned about some outstanding figures. This is the context. What are you asked to write? Here you have to pay attention after the verb write. What are you asked to write? The form of the piece of writing of your situation. Here you write a short paragraph. What does it mean? A short paragraph is between 6, 8 lines, maximum 10 lines. This is a short paragraph in which you report the trip's itinerary. We have seen this. To write an itinerary, what do we need? You need time sequences. First, then, next, after that, finally, all these. By answering the following questions, here the questions are just to help you organize or to help you know what will you write, when and how, the means of traveling, when, the time, which cities and landmarks did you visit, and who are the famous persons you have learned about. So this you can use the context to start your situation, to start your paragraph. It's very important. And you can use the hints, you can use the support to write your paragraph. Yes, use them, they are of great help. Let's see now, in my situation of integration, I can get help of the text. Yes, the text can help you because the text and the situation are related. They are about the same topic. I can get sentences from the text, I can get verbs from the text, I can get the organization of the text, and I can get help from the activities. Look, the activities can help you. All the activities are here to help you do the situation of integration. Here it is, part 2, situation of integration. So this is my paragraph. This is what I have written. My trip to the east of Algeria. I have put a title to my situation, to my paragraph. Last holiday was amazing. My friends and I had a 5-day trip to the east of Algeria. We visited Stif, Constantine and Betna. Here I have taken help from the text, the reading text. First we rode the bus to Stif, a beautiful city with wonderful landmarks and friendly people. The first thing we visited there was Ain Fouara. It is a beautiful fountain located in the city center. Beautiful fountain located in the city center. I have taken these sentences from activity number 2 in B, Mastery of Language. Then we moved to Constantine. It is the birthplace of the great scholar, the great person, the great man, the outstanding figure Abdelhamid ibn Badis. We visited the famous Sidi Msid Bridge, a real marvel. Finally, we went to Betna, the city where Mustafa bin Boul'id was born. We spent a whole day in Timgad, which was a Roman city founded by the Emperor Trajan around CE 100. A sentence from the activities. Yes, it was an unforgettable trip. Great. Before I finish, this is my draft. You have written the situation on your drafts. You have to check. You have to verify what have you written. First, you have to verify if you have answered the task, if you have answered the 3 questions asked from you. They asked you when and where and how. Last holiday, time, east of Algeria, place, by bus. I forgot to underline this. How? What have you visited? What landmarks and places? Ain Fouara, Sidi Msid Bridge, Timgad. We have visited three landmarks. And the outstanding figures I have learned about. Here I have mentioned 2. You can mention 3 if you know them. Abdelhamid bin Badis, Mustafa bin Boul'id, and many, many, many others. And check if you have used time sequences, itinerary. We are describing and we are reporting our itinerary, the trip's itinerary. So I must use time sequences. Have I used some? Yes, I have used first, then here, first, then finally. I can use more if I have visited more places. And use of the right tense. I'm reporting, I'm narrating about my trip, so I must use the past simple tense. Here it is. Had, visited, rode, located, went, spent, was, etc. This way, my situation of integration, my paragraph should be perfect. I will get 6 points, maybe 6, maybe 5.5. It's all good marks. Okay, great. I hope this helped you. Now you know how a BEM exam is constructed. You just concentrate, take your time. Pay attention to your time when you do the tasks. Verify, check, please check your answers before giving your paper. Okay, this is all for today.
شكرا على المشاهدة. لا تنسوا الاشتراك في القناة، الضغط على الجرس، الإعجاب بالفيديو.